this is Amy. Thanks so much for stopping by. Today I'm going to do another sample drawing or painting, excuse me, of my next design that's going to be painted on glass. I hope that you like this series because what I'm trying to do is actually post it so that you can print it, give you a link to be able to print it off so that you can use it to practice on. And basically all you need to do with it is, if you have a way to laminate it, that's awesome. If not, just put a piece of plastic of some sort, whether it's wax paper or whatnot, over the top of it, paint over to get the feel of the strokes, and then you can toss it. Easy as that. The brushes I'm going to be using tonight are number 6 Deerfoot Stippler, a 3/4 flat brush, flat one-stroke brushes. I have a couple number 12 flat brushes, they're also one-strokes, and then my Wistonia fine liner. Paint I'm using is, once again, the Treasure Gold. All these are folk art paints. And the next one is Vivid Orange, Autumn Leaves, and Wicker White. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to use the larger brush first. Basically, I'm just going to be using the two different oranges, the Vivid and the Autumn Leaf, together. And then I will also be tipping in my brush with the gold, because I want that gold in my design. And by that I mean I can just kind of tip it into the edge however I want, or do blending strokes to blend it in, and go on. First one I'm going to do will be here in the center, and I'm going to do a couple little blending strokes, but I want it to be kind of a wiggly pattern, and I'll just keep going on here and turning it as I go. So when I'm saying wiggly, I'm talking about the stroke where I go bend it over like that and come back up, bend it over. It's just kind of ruffly, not wiggly, but more ruffly than anything. And I will turn my paper as I'm doing it, and then just continue going over it. And like any other time, if you feel the need to go over the design to make the design more opaque or to fill it in more, you know, feel free to do so. And then just keep going with it. If you're watching this and you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Any questions or comments are welcome, or suggestions. If you have constructive criticism, always welcome. Alright, so we have that one. That's going to be more of my open pattern. Now you can use the smaller brushes if you wish. I mean, that's up to you. But my little bud, I'm going to come up here and just do, it's not going to be real small, but do a little design here. Now putting this on glass might be a little bit more difficult because of the rolling, but we'll see. See how it turns out. Because doing it on paper is so much different than doing it on the glass. That's why I always recommend doing the paper or the wax paper for your practice if you're going to be painting on glass, because that's so much easier to help you get the feel of how to handle it on glass. Excuse me. And you can go off like this and then bring it in, and then bring another one down here and just kind of move your brush a little bit. Bring it back in. And then going to do another one down here, which is not, let's see here, I'm actually going the wrong direction here. Okay, do that, and I'm going to bring one up here. Very simple, very easy. Again, let's hope it's something that you like, that I'm actually breaking it down a little bit more for you by doing these. You know what, I think I'm going to go this way with it because I want to come back up, and you just kind of pull your brush down like that. This is where, like, practicing on another surface will make it easier for you to do these different movements. It definitely will make it easier. And if you like to have more of just the orange and the gold, then leave out the vivid orange. You don't have to use that. And then I'm going to do over here, just kind of like we have some drooping. And I could do it, actually I could do it this direction. I don't know why I'm following up with that so much. Got my gold in here. Just my little buds. I'm so sorry, I keep clearing my throat. And just do this, come back up, and bring it down. And I'm going to do another one here. Bring it up, pull it down. That's neat. Very easy, very simple. Love it. Alright, so then the next part of the puzzle is going to be with the gold. Now, with this being said, on this paper, I am not going to mix it with white. On my actual design, on the glass, it will be. Just so that you know, it's going to have white in it, more than likely. Now, it's possible I'll be able to do it without that, but the reason I say that is I know from my last one that I just did that it was so much better having the white mixed in, just to give it more opaqueness. And I'm just kind of just quickly pulling the stems, and then I'll go back in again with just the gold, and I'm going to just pull it. And if you feel like you need to throw some other color in with it to make it show up more, feel free to do so. But it's pretty easy. Well, I always like to add some other little pieces to it. Makes it a little bit nicer. And you don't have to, your stems don't actually have to be connecting. They can just look like it, or they can. However you choose to do it. I'm just touching and pulling. Alright, so then the next thing I'm going to do is create some leaves here. And again, if you're someone that's just now learning how to do these, that's fine. You don't want a lot of paint in the center, but it's okay. Lift it up. And I could even go through, I can use another color if I want, or if I can just stick with the gold. And for the purpose of this painting, I'm just sticking with the gold. There's just so many leaves that you can paint, and I really like the leaves. But I hope you can see this painting a lot better when doing it on the black paper. I hope that helps. And you can bring your leaf up into the flower too. I'm going to turn in my brush. Then I'm going to come back over here and do it again. And then just pull it through. Not a biggie. Excuse me again. And I go up here to this type of a leaf. Now on this one it may not be as, I don't know, I want to say vibrant or make as big of a statement by doing this type of a leaf, because you can't see the contrast because I don't have contrasting colors. But I still think it's not, I like the shape of it. Definitely like the shape. And then on these I'm just going to do some of the basic one stroke kind of leaves coming out. And this too kind of reminds me of a fall design, doesn't it? The color is very pretty. Excuse me again. Now see on this you can do some leaves that kind of point up around it. You don't have to go up all the way around, you know, like you would on a rose or whatnot. But it kind of gives a good statement to go up and about like that. And I definitely like when leaves overlap. Definitely. That's more of what nature does, right? If you're new to my channel, if this is the first time you've visited, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. That you hit the notification bell so you get notified when something new posts. And I am trying to do a lot of videos, trying to increase my visibility on YouTube, if you'll notice that. Now you can do some other things here, but I'm just going to keep this quite simple. Even add, you know, some more like branches and such if you want, just to kind of give it some whimsical look here. It's just up to you. And you just keep it quite simple if you want. I'm going to go ahead and put a few more little poles up here. As you notice, I like my leaves. So basically at this point, what you would get if you watch this video, you will get a picture of this as much as I can get into my camera because it is a 12 by 12. And you will get this so that you can actually practice the strokes on it. Now the last thing that I'm going to do to some of these flowers is I'm going to go back in with gold. I don't have to do gold. I can do, you know, could do a contrasting color, but I just want to kind of keep it just very subtle and not make it real, like stand out a lot. Just very subtle. And do the same thing on this one. And it really doesn't matter how many of these you put on here. However many you want. Do 5 or 6, 7 or 8. And you can, like I said, you can actually do more if if you want, or add more color to it, maybe even white so it stands out, or come back in here with some the orange or whatnot, doesn't matter. I am just going to do, I'm doing it to all of them actually. A lot of times I don't do this to the actual buds, but for this painting I am. I am going to go around this one and just pull. This is not my favorite liner brush to be doing this with. Some of you who've watched some of my other videos will know I have one that's actually more my favorite. This does not happen to be the chosen one, but it does alright. And excuse me. And if you notice, I'm just whimsically, oops, I pulled in some orange. See, if you do that, you might be able to see them better. Or if you want to dot them, you could dot them. But I'm just doing it like this. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Alright, next thing I'm going to do is take my stippler, put it into the gold, and I'm doing probably the front of the stippler as much as I can. Let's see here what I got going. And then I'm just going to pounce around the center, obviously. Just pounce, and I can just kind of move in a circular motion. Get that filled in. Then I'm going to try to load just towards the back end of the stippler. You'll notice that. And go around like this. If I need more of either color, I can come back in here and do it. I like that though. I really like these stipplers. And there you go. Pretty darn easy, isn't it? Oops, sorry. Pretty darn easy. Oops. Get you a little closer without me knocking the stand over. That would be nice. Alright, so there you have it. Again, if you're new to my channel, make sure that you hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. Give me a big thumbs up. Share this on your social network with the button that's underneath the video. And makes it very easy. Just hit the button and it'll give you the options of where you want to share it. I would appreciate it because I am trying to grow my channel. I hope that you'll stop back. Again, I appreciate you and your time that you take. And until the next time, you have a good one.